All right, everybody, what is going on? Needs more drums back in our city of Stay Movenberg, back in City Skylines, in what seems like forever. It's been a long time since I've been able to really play this game. I've had a lot going on. I always feel like I'm saying that, that I'm always busy, but it's really true, in the summer. Had a lot going on, with the bands, I guess, multiple bands, and just haven't found a lot of time to play or record or let alone edit, any videos. So it's nice to jump back in the game, be able to play a little bit, get some things done in this city, which I've been having a great time doing. And yeah, I hope you all had, at least to all my United States viewers, which I believe is most of you, I hope you guys all had a good 4th of July weekend. I know I celebrated the way that every American celebrates, drink a lot of beer, grill some burgers, and blow some shit up. So that is what we do here in the States on 4th of July. So if you're not from the States, I hope you all had a very safe and fun weekend as well. But it was especially nice out here in, the States in Indiana. So yeah, can't complain. But we're back. We got some time to build, a little bit more in the city. And today I want to do something a little bit different. Not, super different, but different for me at least. As you can see, we have a massive death wave going on. Literally everybody, man, it's like almost like every building is just full of dead people. And it's really no fault of my own. I guess it kind of is when you develop a whole area at once. You get a lot of this, but more so than that, it's actually from just a lack of. It's just the way the vanilla game works. People move in, they're all kind of the same age, and this is what happens. So that's why mods exist. But speaking of mods, hope you guys have all been following the City Skylines 2 trailers and stuff. That they've been releasing some little teasers about some of the game features and kind of what's to be expected. I know the traffic mechanism looks really good. It seems to be a lot more, the AI is a lot better than it is in this game. I hope they use all the lanes, unlike these guys over here that just don't know how to use lanes. This is just bad anyway, but that's my own fault. But still, we'll fix that later. That's beside the point. But yeah, it seems like the traffic AI is looking really good, and if you even the game, the graphics themselves look a little bit better than this. So we will see what else is to come, but so far I'm pretty excited. But today, to get with the episode, we are going to build a monorail system. And I've actually never ever used monorails in this game. I know I have them, and I've had them for a long time, and I've built many cities, but just never really had had a reason to use a monorail. I don't really know if there's ever a reason to use a monorail other than the fact that it's kind of modern, it's kind of different. I really don't know how effective they are. I know some people that play City Skylines seem to think that they're really not an efficient way of public transport. And oh no, we got a fire going on over here. Uh-oh. Well, while the fire department handles that, we're gonna keep on going here. So yeah, I kind of have an idea of where I want to put it. I didn't put too much thought into it yet, but after just kind of a first glance, I think I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. And especially, obviously it's going to be around the downtown here. And I want to leave, plenty of space open for other forms of public transport, since we still have to work on the metro and the tram lines that will be all meeting up in this transport hub right here. So obviously, we got to leave some space for those, and I don't want to just have this like massive monorail system. I think, monorails are more of kind of like a point-to-point destination, or even like a small loop somewhere. They're not really meant for anything super long distance. So I'm thinking like just, maybe at most like 3 or 4 additional stations, besides this one. And I'm really, yeah, like I said, I have a pretty decent idea of where I want to put it. So, yep, there's our fire department there, working hard. Just put that out. Shout out to our virtual first responders and our real first responders too, because fun fact, I've always wanted to be a firefighter. So, maybe one day I'll be able to be like at least a volunteer or something, but not really in the cards for me right now. But yeah, something that I've always wanted to do. So I always admire, people who are in those lines of service. A lot of respect for those guys and police officers and everything like that. But anyway, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right in and get started with what we're going to build. All right, so just a little overview of kind of what I want to do. I want to start, obviously here is going to be one end of our line. And this is getting kind of cluttered on this side, and I kind of want to keep this free for what I'm thinking about doing with the metro. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring it around this road here. Just kind of bring it along the coast. I want to bring it here to this intersection. And then actually, instead of having like a kind of, any kind of loop or anything, especially with this highway going here, it might not be the best fit. What I really want to do is bring it over across the river and actually have it come over this way and kind of end here by this pedestrian area, by this fancy I think this is actually like a mausoleum. I think it actually functions as like a cemetery, maybe. But either way, I want to have it kind of end right here, and so that will be able to bring people. That'll be kind of the way for people to get from this downtown to like this downtown. Will be just a quick ride on the monorail. And that way, we could still have, if we want, we could still have trams come under this road because there's actually a road with monorail tracks and trams. And then we can have people, come to this area via different ways as well, which we'll get to in, later episodes. But yeah, let's go ahead and drag out some lines here, see what's available to us. And we actually don't have, there's not a ton of options for the monorail. So we have, a couple of 2-lane roads, which I don't think we're going to use here because these are pretty narrow, and I kind of like the median that we have going on in this downtown area. I think it looks a lot better and more realistic than having just this small road right along the coast. So we're going to keep that as is, but we do have this 4-lane road with the median, 4-lane road with median and trees, which I'm really liking this one for some of this, and a couple of 6-lane options, just the same style. But this is the one that's really catching my eye right now. We have a road with monorail tracks and tram tracks built in, which I think is going to be very useful given what we're going to do with the tram network a little bit later on. So for now, I want to start with this, and we're just going to do some upgrading, here like this. Oh, can I not do that? Sometimes you just got to redrag it, and there we go. That works much better now. So yeah, so we'll have that, bring it out to about here. And then what I'm thinking here is that another one. I guess that'll work. It's not the best, but sometimes you gotta make some room for some different development. So we're just gonna let that stay the way it is. But yeah, so then after this, I'm thinking that the tram network is going to come along this road here, maybe, eventually later. So I don't want to drag the monorail up through here because there's really nowhere for it to go. But then I don't want to really drag the tram network through here either, since this is kind of a, it would be nice to give the monorail a little bit more of a decorative road at some point rather than just having it be this kind of, generic looking 6-lane road. So I think from here, we're going to put down this 4-lane road with some trees. Now that we have that going this way, just gonna probably, this is a 6-lane road, this will work out really well. And I actually want to bring the tram line back in over here because I feel like with this being, one bridge is a pretty main bridge. So I think we're gonna bring the tram line over this road as well. So we'll just kind of keep this here for now. And actually, back here, I'm actually going to switch back to the 4-lane road just because it looks better. And I feel like, I don't know if I'm going to drag the tram line along this road in particular. So this will work out pretty nice, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it like that for now because I think that's a pretty good, layout for where I want this to go. And there's no super sharp turns either. Yeah. Again, man, I just can't talk to that. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've been recording any videos, so sorry in advance. But yeah, we got some pretty smooth curves around some of these turns as well, and which is really nice for the monorails because sometimes you can make these tracks a little bit unrealistically sharp in terms of the curves. So yeah, it's kind of nice that these are like pretty nice, you know, a little bit wider turns. It won't look super unrealistic or anything when we actually see the trains moving along. So yeah, so that's a pretty good pathway for now. Again, don't want to do too much with this network because, you know, just want to use it and actually have a place to go. So I think this is a great way to bring people from this downtown to this downtown pretty quickly, and then from here they can hop on, you know, some other forms of public transport. Plus, monorails look better in downtown areas, so this is not really something that I would bring really into the suburbs, or you know, even into like areas like this that are kind of close to the suburbs. I just want to keep it, you know, mainly in more some of the more densely populated areas. So yeah, so that's looking pretty good right now. So now I want to get some of the stations put down. And like I said, I'm really not thinking of doing a lot with these stations. You know, I mean, we got this one here. I want this to be a pretty quick line. So I'm thinking I'll put one. This seems like a good spot right here. Give access to this park and to this this art museum. So that'll be a good spot for one. And then I think the next one I might put down is probably going to be all the way over here. Just have a really quick trip. You know, go from point to point and be done. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? Just go and I'll pause it here though, since we're going to be building a little bit of roads. I know I just put this down, now I'm deleting it, but you know, is what it is. But yeah, so this one actually has a road already kind of connected to it. So what we can do is kind of rotate it like so. We'll drag this road out again and connect right back up to this. And there we go. There is our first monorail station, which I've never used the monorail stations in this game, so kind of like that. Feel bad for these guys though. Again, their view blocked by this, you know, kind of ugly looking, I guess not completely ugly, but you know, not ideal looking monorail station right in front of them. But hey man, gotta do what you gotta do. We're exerting some eminent domain here, I guess. But that's fine. And yeah, just before, I'm curious, I don't have any I don't think I have any special monorail stations. Doesn't look like it. No. Oh well, it was worth a shot. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over here now. Where we will get our last monorail station, which I think would look really good right next to this right here, which actually I'm curious what this is. It is a crematorium and a cemetery. Cool. So it is a helping our city out right now. We are in desperate need of one of those. Yes, let's go ahead and place this one down right here. And I had a feeling this may have been a bit of an issue. So if something happens and we can't get like a piece of a good looking piece of road right here, I might have to delete this this cross street. I guess that would just have to, you know, again, just is what it is. Well, even though it's connected to a one-way, we'll have to figure that out. But I think we should be okay. Yeah. There's definitely enough room there for this as well. So let's go ahead and connect these up. And I'm debating if I want one more station kind of here by the school and the entrance to this pedestrian area, since it is quite a ways from this one to this one. Now that I'm looking at it, I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and put one more here, even though that means that the tram line won't be able to come through here, but that's fine. Yeah, I think that'll work out really good, really well. So cool. We got, you know, 4 stations, pretty quick trip to get to the end of the line. You know, nothing crazy. But let's go ahead now and make all of our stops. All right, and there we go. Like I said, you know, not super quick to build, pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and you know, let this run here and see kind of how the line's gonna shape out. I think we will name it. Just name it the downtown line. Yeah, definitely don't think we need 3 vehicles on this line, given the amount of passengers that'll probably be taking it. So let's go ahead and get it just down to about 2. I think that'll be a little bit better. Even though some people are kind of lining up. I'm a little bit surprised. See if people actually really like this, then we'll add one more. But you know, for right now, I think this should be okay. Given that these have 180 capacity, I think we should be in good shape. There it goes right now. Perfect. It's pretty cool. Again, you know, just never used this before, so we'll see. Anyway, the last thing that I want to do is do a little bit of upgrading to some of the roads. I mean, not really the roads, but more of like the trees around the roads. Since this is kind of in the downtown, I would like to beautify this up a little bit. You know, give some little character to some of these roads here. And I love these pink trees that they added in with one of the recent DLCs. And actually, you know what? I'll put those there instead to kind of match what's going on here. Since there's no buildings, but since there's buildings here, I might actually use a different type of tree. That's a little better, a little more narrow. I like these new silver birch trees that came with one of the most recent patches. You know, it allows us to build another you know, better looking quality tree in the vanilla game, which is pretty cool. So always a fan of that. And so we got that section there, and then the section over here I'd also kind of like to do the same thing. Maybe even use some of the generic trees. Don't always look too bad. That way at least we can get some variety here in the city. And I'm liking that a lot. Let's go ahead and check out our line. See what we got going. Oh wow. Oh, there's quite a lot of people using this one. That's insane. I did not expect that. Yeah, maybe we will need 3 trains for the time being. Let's go ahead and bump it up a little bit. We've got the cash, we can afford it. Yeah, that'll help alleviate some of that. And I feel like part of this now is just the fact that you know, we don't have another good form of public transit out this way. Everything's, you know, pretty much going along this side of the city. We have nothing over here right now getting anybody from this highly populated area to the downtown here. So yeah, no wonder why a lot of people are using this stop. But I think in the next few episodes, we're going to get a tram network, get a metro network, plenty of opportunity for people to get where they need to go. But for now, I think this is a pretty good spot to call it an episode. And I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was a little bit of a shorter one, but you know, like I said, it was a pretty quick build. And apologize for my language in the beginning of the video. You know, it's just kind of is what it is, as I always say. But yeah, you know, I know people say way worse things on YouTube, so sorry about that. But yeah, I meant no harm. Anyway, yeah, this is looking pretty good. And I'm pretty happy with it for now. So before I go though, I do want to show you guys a little bit, you know, kind of what we've been doing over here. I added a little bit more detail to the city over here. Added some suburbs, a little bit of industry, little fishing industry. Got some salmon fishing going on. So some more income for us, hopefully. And I'm kind of liking the way this little town's turning out. You know, I might build a little bit more over here, but for the most part, I kind of want to leave this area untouched because I have another idea of what I want to do kind of over here if I find the time. But yeah, for now, I'm really happy with the monorail. And stay tuned for the next few episodes where we will, of course, add some more forms of public transport. Keep trying to get people where they need to go. So thanks again for watching. Hope y'all have a great week. Sorry about the delay in videos. They will keep on coming, hopefully at regular times. But until the next episode, again, hope y'all have a great week. Take care, and I will see you later. Peace.